playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from a yard out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Brady and the Buccaneers here, first and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got him that 7-0 lead. He's got him in, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Brady now on first down. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, Alabama.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they send a man in motion right.
Hey, goal 66. Hey, Alabama.
Fournette. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On second and goal, Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Brady now on third and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Prescott steps away to his left. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Marr now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
72.
Brady going to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Hey, 66. 450.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They go to Elliott again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Their catch remained at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Brady now on first down. Evans has it left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Brady. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Back and reload! Go up. No, 66. 72.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. elects to keep it, and this will come. Yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, 56. Go 50. 72.
To throw again on second down. Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Cover, cover. Don't band it. Hey, check it. Hey, look.
Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, Alabama.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
72. Alert. Ozzy. Malcolm. Shadow.
Now Brady. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Jones will come now in motion right. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Second down and 4. Nine yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw is Brady. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hey, 66. Gold 50. Rip, cover. 72.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Gold bandit. Hey, check it. Regular.
Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Up the gun, Fournette to about the 26 here.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Hey, set.
On play action, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Prescott off play action. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Room here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
To try again after the sack. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Fournette running out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rip! Cover! Cover! Hey,
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, Alabama.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to claw one back. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On third down, it's Pollard. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and show